3 to 5 slices of lime or lemon if you don't have one. White candle. Optional but nice. Quiet place where there are no disturbances. Clear. Humble and open intention before starting. Find a quiet place. It can be in your room, on the balcony, or next to the window. Clean the area before the ritual. If you have a white candle, light it. White symbolizes clarity, spiritual light, and purity. Take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in peace. Release doubt. The ritual. First, prepare your bowl, add salt and lime slices to the warm water. While stirring it slowly with your fingers, softly say, "In this water, I release those who no longer serve me. In this light, I welcome peace, abundance, and harmony." Raise your hand over the bowl. Palm facing down. Fingers relaxed. Close your eyes. Imagine the weight, problems, and for your life gradually descending from your fingers and flowing into the water. 3 hand washes. Slowly. With sincerity. Not rushing. Imagine you are washing people of financial hardship, limiting beliefs, envy, and fear. Let it go. Repeat while washing, "I release fear. I release doubt. I clear my path. I invite abundance today." Fourth, rub your palms together. Not to dry, but to activate the energy. Imagine the blessings that are being planted in your hand. Opportunities, help, guidance, money, and miracles. 5. Let your hands air dry. Do not wipe with a towel. Let the energy settle. Feel the difference. When to do the ritual. At sunrise to invite new blessings. At sunset to release the energy of the day, Wednesday or Friday, days connected to abundance according to Buddhist and indigenous Filipino beliefs. Do this for 7 days in a row for powerful change, or every full moon for energetic renewal. Things to avoid: do not rush. Energy responds to presence, not to rush. Do not do it if you are angry or desperate. Calm yourself first. Do not use scented products immediately, soap or lotion afterwards. Keep the energy natural. Remember, this is not about magic. This is about realignment. By cleansing your inner state so that outer blessings can enter. And did you know that many have said they felt a change immediately? OFWs who are far away praying for their family. Breadwinners who are silently carrying a burden. Students who are asking for new hope. There was a surprise job offer, a debt that was erased, or an opportunity that seemed to be given by heaven. But before we talk about their stories, there is another important truth. Even the most powerful ritual loses its effectiveness if done the wrong way. Common mistakes in performing rituals. Although simple, this ritual carries a sacred weight. And like all things sacred, it must be approached with sincerity, humility, and awareness. Many try it just once, expecting to see results immediately. Then they are disappointed. Others consider it just superstition. Rushed. No depth of purpose. If you really want abundance to enter your life, you need to understand the common mistakes that can destroy energy before it even arrives. 1. Doing it with doubt. If as you wash your hands you think it has no effect, in reality, you are already resisting. It is not just salt or citrus that works here. Your belief is the real key. Remember, your energy speaks louder than your mouth. Fix it. Before you begin, take a deep breath and calm your heart. Go back to why you are doing it. Choose faith over fear. This is considered magic rather than energy alignment. It is not a spell. It is not a ritual to get rich overnight. Monks do not do it to get rich. They do it to harmonize the mind, clear the spirit, and be open to the guidance of the universe. Fix it. Let go of being obsessed with quick results. Trust that the universe has the right time for everything. 3 ways to do a ritual when your emotions are not ready. If you are full of anger, envy, panic, or desperation, your energy will be darkened. Even if you follow every step correctly, if your heart is chaotic, abundance will have a hard time coming in. Fix it. Don't rush. Sit in silence first. Play calming music or pray. Approach the bowl as if it is sacred because it is sacred. 4th, lack of consistency. Many try this once and then forget. But energy cleansing, especially if the blockage is deep, requires repeated action. Fix it. Commit to it yourself. Like 7 days in a row or every full moon. Let your soul get used to this new rhythm. Fifth, forgetting to meditate. Some people immediately return to stress, social media, or arguments after the ritual. Changing energy requires integration. You have just reset. Don't bring back the old chaos. Fix it. After the ritual, take 5 minutes to meditate. Write in a journal. Pray. Be quiet and be grateful. These mistakes are common, especially in a fast-paced and chaotic world. But remember, you are not here to rush. You are here to realign yourself with the Layan. And now that you know how to do it right, let's discover what really happens when this ritual is performed with full faith, consistency, and an open heart. A true experience. How has this ritual changed their lives? The ritual may seem simple: hands, salt, citrus, and water. But when it is done with faith and sincere intention, it becomes a powerful force for spiritual transformation. All over the Philippines, quietly and without noise, many people have embraced this ritual, and what followed are events that they can hardly explain except as a miracle. Maricel, 43 OFW in Dubai. Maricel has been working abroad for over a year. All her earnings go to her children's tuition, her parents' medicine, and monthly bills in the Philippines. But despite all her sacrifices, she feels like nothing is happening. One night, she watched a program about the ritual. This was from a friend. She tried it without expecting anything to happen, but followed every step with all her heart. While washing her hands, she burst into tears, releasing the emotions, fatigue, and resentment she had been harboring for years. 3 days later, her boss suddenly called her in and gave her a salary increase. A week later, a countryman she barely knew offered her a part-time business partnership. Maybe the money was really for me, she said. I just need to be open to receive it. Anna, 2-year-old, single mom from Quezon City. Anna had almost given up. 2 jobs, 1 child, and a mountain of debt. One night, she watched a video about spiritual cleansing and decided to try it. I don't have calamansi. She laughed at her story. So I used lemons from the sari-sari store and coarse salt. She did the ritual for 7 nights. On the 5th day, she suddenly received money from a relative she hadn't spoken to in a long time, along with an apology. At the end of the week, she was offered a remote job with a higher salary. It's not magic, Anna. This is harmony. I let go of the bitterness and found grace on my own. Jomar, 21-foot T student from Baguio. Humor had just received a rejection from his dream scholarship. He felt like all his hard work was in vain. His grandmother suggested a ritual from the elders, washing his hands in salt and lime. While praying with gratitude, he tried it half skeptically, half curiously. But with each ritual, he focused his heart on gratitude, not just asking. 2 weeks later, he received an email. There was a new scholarship offer for him, a program he hadn't even applied for. All I knew, Annie Jomar, was that something had changed inside me. I stopped pleading with the world and started trusting. They were real people, just like you. They weren't looking for superstition. They were looking for peace. They were looking for release. And in letting go, by clearing the energies that no longer belonged to them, they created space. Space for miracles. Daily practices to keep the energy of abundance flowing. Ritual is just the beginning. Like any sacred practice, its impact is even greater when accompanied by daily habits that grow, nurture, and protect the energy you touch. Once your hands are cleansed, once you have opened the spiritual door to abundance, the question is, how do you keep it flowing? Here are simple practices anchored in Filipino spirituality that you can practice every day to keep the energy of abundance alive. A start to the day with a silent blessing. Upon waking, place your hands on your chest or forehead and softly say, "Today, I open myself to peace, growth, and divine gifts." This creates a frequency of gratitude and trust. 2 emotions that are most in tune with the flow of abundance. 2 plantings of gratitude. Before bed. Before going to bed, review 3 things you are grateful for that day. No matter how small, a delicious dish, a laughter, a quiet moment. Filipino spirituality is rooted in gratitude. Keep your energy field light and open by acknowledging the blessings you experience every day. 3. Cleanse your hands. Every night, even if you don't do the full ritual every night, try rinsing your hands with salt water before going to bed. As you wash them, softly say, I release the weight of this day. I choose to maintain peace and let go of what is left. This will help to avoid accumulating residual energy, especially if you are dealing with stress or negative people every day. 4. Bless the giver, bless the receiver. When you give money, whether it is paying bills or forgetting about others, silently say, may this come back to me in abundance. When you receive something, say, thank you, universe. I am open to more. This makes the sacred exchange of money more than just a simple transaction. Remember, abundance is not a one-time event. This is a relationship, and these practices are the way to nurture that relationship with faith, practice, and love. And now that you have cleansed your hands and renewed your energy, here is a final reminder. A message that your soul may need to hear most. A final reflection and call to action. This video may have brought you here because you have tried everything. You have worked too hard. You have prayed fervently and endured the silence of your own struggles. You have poured everything into family, into dreams, into survival itself, and yet something is always lacking. You may have been holding on for a long time, silently hoping for a sign to come, a change, an opportunity. This is it. Not because it is magic, but because it has a purpose. Because it invites you to pause for a moment. Meditate. Cleanse and reconnect with a version of you that is ready, ready to receive, ready to grow, ready to rise. Your hands are not just tools. They are symbols of surrender and strength. With each drop of salt water, you are not only washing away dirt but also fear, lack, and the energy that keeps whispering to you, you are not enough. Now is the time for you to take action. Try the ritual. Share your experience in the comments. Tag a friend who needs this energy. And most of all, don't stop here. Cleanse again, believe again. Always be prepared. Because abundance doesn't just come uninvited. The universe and your hands are listening. They are ready to receive.